Hi, editing Kayla here for the podcast. I'm just going to say that there were a lot of tangents that we went on in the Get to Know You game. If there are a couple of funny ones, I will let them play, but sometimes we talked about people in our own life and we said names. So, if we do say names, you'll probably hear a duck sound over those, protecting whatever. But yeah, there are a couple of tangents we went on that just aren't like related to the question. So I'll be taking out tangents that aren't related to the question. So if you see a lot of weird cuts, that's why, because the tangents weren't related to the questions and we went somewhere. So I'll be keeping most of the content in, especially our answers to the questions I will be keeping in, but there are a couple things that I'll be cutting out that are tangents that don't have to do with the question at all. So if you see weird cuts, that's why. I just wanted to let you guys know that in editing sometimes, when you go on tangents like me and my friend do on this podcast, you're going to have to cut out some things that don't have anything to do. So I'm just letting you guys know that because I know sometimes people don't explain, but I just wanted to explain that's why we went on tangents and they had nothing to do with what we were talking about. So enjoy. Hi. If you've never been here before, which this is the first video, so you have never been here before, this is the podcast. Sorry, I heard the car fall. This is the podcast channel Simplicity, TEA. We talk about things that nobody else wants to talk about on the internet, and that's a time. Let me just say that. That's all I'm going to say, because when you see the other episodes after this one, you'll see why I say that. Now, today we are just going to do an introduction for you to get to know us instead of just jumping straight into the honestly dark topics that we're going to cover. So we have this game called Let's Get Deep Friends Edition. This is not sponsored. I kind of wish it was. It's not though, but we're going to be playing this game a little differently than you would play it with your friends, because we're not answering the deeper cards, because there are some deeper cards that we don't want on the internet.
Yeah.
They are deeper. I'm just going to say that. So, we're going to be doing the icebreaker and the deep cards today. But, of course, before we jump into all of that, grab your teacups, your mugs, your, bowls, whatever you drink out of, and dive in to this game with us. Usually I say dive into the tea, but we're not spilling any tea. Well, actually, we might be spilling some tea depending on what the questions are. But we will start off with at least telling you our names. I'm Kayla.
I'm Tori. Hi.
You probably know me from Kayla's Advice. You probably clicked on the link in the description where I put it, because the Nancy Drew videos may have to go on a hiatus until I play the newest game. So that's probably why you're here and why you clicked on the link. If you didn't come from my channel, hello. I don't know who you are, but you're probably lovely. And everything else, I am 24. I almost said I'm 23. I'm not 23 anymore. I was 23 for a long ass time. I'm 24.
365 days.
Yeah.
Woo!
I'm 24.
I'm 25.
We're just telling you our ages in case you're close to our age and want to, connect with someone close to your age. So that's all the personal information we're going to give you before we jump into the game.
I'm shuffling cards. Sorry.
I'm shuffling the deep ones.
Yeah, I'm the type that has to have something to do with my hands.
So
that's what I'm doing.
After she's done shuffling the cards, we'll start with icebreaker. And I don't. Who wants to go first? I don't care.
I go first because I was the last person to text.
Yeah, that's the game rules. I didn't really care who went first, but yeah. So
yeah, I don't really either, but
we'll
so am I going first or you?
You are from the icebreaker, and then we move from icebreaker to deep.
I don't think we need to do all of these cards, so we can just split it in half.
Yeah, we don't.
Because it might take a long time, because I don't want it to be too long. So we can start with these for now.
Yeah. So these are very short. Icebreaker won't take us very long at all. And basically, if both can answer a question, we answer it. If only one can, but you're gonna find out more about us as a whole.
Yep.
And a lot of podcast channels don't do this.
Yeah, they just kind of get into it.
I think is kind of a disservice because you kind of want to, know more about the people that you're watching. But
yeah,
they probably already had careers before they did a podcast, so you probably already know all about them. But
we don't want this to be another canceled podcast situation.
Let's get into it.
Okay. First card. What is this? Oh, sorry. What is the strangest thing you've ever eaten?
That's a good question.
I don't know if it's strange, but I've had deer before.
Yeah, lamb? I mean, that's not really strange.
Yeah, that's not super strange.
I mean, oysters, maybe? Or was it clams?
What, that we
had
at
your birthday?
That was clams.
Okay,
that's
clams.
not that weird.
Well, I mean, I've never had clams before, so I don't know.
I gotta make those again soon.
That's a hard question.
Yeah, it is.
Goodness. Have you ever collected anything? If so, what?
Go ahead. I think
we're not going to talk about my mason jars of thousands of rocks over there.
Yeah.
I'm a rock collector. Any rocks that are smooth, I collect. Also big ass rocks. I have like 2 boulders in that drawer. And I used to collect quarters with my dad, like all the ones from the different states and everything.
I don't know if I necessarily collect them. Yeah. Bless you. But I have a lot of Orioles bobbleheads now, like Orioles memorabilia. I guess
can count.
Yeah, if we want to count that, I guess that's a collection thing.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Which of your friends do you think would be the first one to become a millionaire? Jeez, I don't know.
Honestly, if I had to say, my friend Honeybee, I'm obviously not going to say his real name, but he's a video on my channel, but he has all these weird ideas that actually are good ideas.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know.
Or my boyfriend, honestly, if his band takes off.
Yeah. Oh, you know who I'm thinking of?
Who? Yeah. Yeah.
One of our other friends is also in a band, so that's what I'm going to say. So. But I don't think he wants his name publicly out there, so I'm not going to say.
Who from your friend group is the best cook? I will say my boyfriend, actually, and not from a standpoint.
Yeah. I can cook too, but like, I'm not like, yeah.
Yeah, I can cook, but I don't really like to because I do it all the time.
Yeah, I don't like to either. What was the last book you read?
Lock and Key by Sarah Dessen.
I don't know. Are you talking about the last book I finished or the last book I
guess just read
a little bit of? Oh, okay. Well, I can actually grab it because I just got it today. I haven't fully started yet, but I read a little bit of it. It's Loud by Drew Afualo. I absolutely love her. Highly recommend. She's awesome. If you're seeing this channel, you probably know who she is. Freaking love her. Anyway, so yeah, this was the last. I haven't read this whole thing yet. I literally just got it today, but I read a little bit of it today, and I'm so excited to keep reading.
Where's the best pizza from?
Oh,
Pizza Man.
I've never had Pizza Man.
That's a very small. I've only seen one.
Yeah, I don't think it's a franchise.
State. No.
Mine is my favorite pizza ever of all time, and I don't think it will ever change, is a place called Matthew's Pizza in Patterson Park in Baltimore. Oh my god, it's my favorite pizza of all time. It's so freaking good. Oh my god, it's so good.
I also love Pizza Man's fries.
We need to order from them sometime.
Yeah.
Who is your current celebrity crush? Oh god, we're really gonna get into this one. I'll
answer it too.
Yeah.
Wait, who is my current?
Yeah, I know. Now I gotta think about it. Oh, duh. I know it. I know what mine is.
Oh, I got it. I have 2, and they're from the same Netflix show. Do not roast me. Zolo.
Oh, okay. I know
and
you're going
Jacob
with
Bertrand. And why did I not say Zolo's last name? I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing his first name right. I think I am.
Are we counting athletes as celebrities?
They're celebrities.
Yeah. Okay, then I have two also. Adley Rutschman and Gunnar Henderson.
I'm not talking about Ramon Orias because we'll be here.
We'll be here for too long.
Yeah, we'll be here all day.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at Gunnar
And
Henderson.
also, it's Orias, not Urias. It's Orias. Please say it correctly. It grinds my gears when people say it wrong.
Don't even get her started, clearly.
What posters did you have in your room growing up?
Oh, you can answer that for me.
Do we want to take a trip up to my room?
Yeah.
I have Cheetah Girls, Mitchell Musso, Corbin Bleu, Justin Bieber, One Direction. There's actually a Harry on my ceiling. There was 5 Seconds of Summer, but it fell apart. There was a Princess one, but that also fell apart. Yeah.
My bedroom in my old house before I moved when I turned 18, I had an entire Justin Bieber wall. That's one thing you'll know about me. I am the biggest Justin Bieber stan you will ever meet in your life. I love that man. I had one wall dedicated to Justin Bieber and one wall dedicated to One Direction. Both of those people/bands. They're also the reason that I made a Twitter in 2013, so that's a fun fact. But now I don't think I have any Justin posters anymore. I have a couple Orioles posters, and I know I have a Billie Eilish one, and a couple Taylor Swift ones, because I love her too. But yeah, so I took all of my Justin Bieber and One Direction stuff down when I moved, so I don't have any of them anymore. I also had a lot of other bands. As I got older, I had a lot of State Champs. I had All Time Low, Mayday Parade, Paris is another one. I don't know. I've had a bunch. What fun or clever usernames have you created? Oh my gosh, this is one of my favorite things I've ever thought of in my life. This has a little bit of a backstory to it, but my Instagram name is Tori Not Vega, and the only reason I made that was because when I was in middle school, one of my best friends would call me Tori Vega, like from Victorious, so I tried to make my name on Instagram Tori Vega, but that didn't go through, so now it's Tori Not Vega, and that's what it is on all platforms. On Twitter, it's Tori_not_Vega, and then on Instagram, it's Tori_not_Vega.
Mine is literally the most boring if you know the backstory, but I don't want all my information out there. It's KCAM9. 9 is the only thing I'll tell you. That's the date I was born. That's every time I was that number on a softball team, we made it to the playoffs, and sometimes we won, and so it's a very special number to me. Otherwise, you don't need to know the other parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's private information, but, yeah. It's all good. Who in your friend group is the funniest? That's a very hard question. See, I'm friends with a lot of people.
Yeah.
So...
And it depends.
It's
like,
different
we all
groups.
have our moments.
Exactly. It's different groups also. I have a theater group where someone is the funniest. I'm not even going to spell his name, but he's the funniest. And, it's like every group is different. I had someone in the stoner group who was the funniest. I had other people.
I think if we were to compare each of our groups of friends, I think collectively, I think the three of us are the funniest.
Yeah, in our groups. I will say the theater group, I do lose to that guy I was talking about. Yeah, because he's very funny. But otherwise, I was the funniest one in the stoner group, probably because I was the only one that didn't smoke. So when I said something funny, it wasn't because I was high. It was because I was actually thinking of a joke and everything. But yeah, so, usually people say me, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think we also all contribute very different things.
Yeah, exactly.
In terms of funny, we can get, we can be funny surface level, but, I think where all three of us are really good at it is when we're talking about, traumatic things, we usually make it funny.
We have quotes of each other, funny things we've said, so,
if those ever, ooh.
Oh, if mine go out, Jesus
God.
Lord.
We're gonna have some explaining to do on the internet.
Yeah.
Some of them we don't have context for.
I have the vault.
Kelly has the vault.
We will. We might do a whole different episode on things Kayla said.
Oh, this question. Oh boy.
Oh, I thought of you when I read this one.
Do you know anyone who has been a part of a pyramid scheme? Quite
Yes.
a few, actually.
I've only
it's
known
very
one.
unfortunate. Also, fun fact about me, I am a marketing major, so there is quite literally nothing that pisses me off more than a pyramid scheme. If you want me to ever do a deep dive on this podcast and talking about pyramid schemes and how to avoid them and stuff like that, I would love to do something like that. But also, if you're curious, a pyramid scheme is also basically the same thing as a multi-level marketing scheme. And if you don't know what that is, I know there's a bunch of creators that have talked about it, at least a little bit. But like one I'm thinking of off the top of my head is Cece Suarez. Kiki Chanel also talks about them frequently. Yeah, there's some other people too, but I would love to do a deep dive into that if you guys ever want to know more about the pyramid scheme and more about marketing and stuff like that. Like even like marketing in Disney and stuff like that is really cool. So if you ever want to know that kind of thing, maybe I'll make my own separate channel about stuff like that. I don't know. But yeah, let me know.
Someone I went to school with, someone else I went to school with, and I was actually cool with that second person. And then someone that she also knew.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
Yeah, I've known quite a few people that have been in pyramid schemes actually, and it's.
I only knew.
Don't even get me started.
Well, I knew the other two from high school because they reached out to me. I knew the one from you because I saw the live stream that was done from them.
Oh yes,
So-
yes.
If you were playing a trivia game, who would you want as your partner? Okay, honestly, this is gonna be so weird, but my dad, because my dad knows like everything. Like, my dad would actually probably be a champion on Jeopardy for multiple days. Like, my dad just knows everything. When we're watching Jeopardy, he literally answers every question correct. Like, I think literally my dad.
What celebrity crushes did you have growing up? Justin, Drew, Bieber. Final answer.
Alex Wolf from the Naked Brothers band. And there was another one. It was him and it was somebody. Kelly, help me. Oh, Corbin Blue. Corbin
really?
Blue. For some reason, yeah.
Oh,
I think I
interesting.
liked his hair.
Zac
I was a
Efron.
kid, so I wasn't. But I think that.
Gosh, you know who else I thought of recently? Ryan Sheckler. I don't know if you know who that
I know
is.
who that is.
Oh,
Why do I
my
recognize
gosh.
that
He
name?
was
Skateboarder.
He was in all the magazines I bought.
You're whispering.
He's so hot. I think he's like married now,
He was
but
the one in all the magazines I bought.
No, I recognize this
Oh,
name.
and also Shaun White. Literally every member of One Direction at some point. Oh my god, who else am I thinking of?
Oh, I know who you're talking about
Told
now.
you.
Okay.
Yes, Ryan Sheckler. I was so in
Okay.
love with him. I loved him. Yeah, that's all I
Not
can
me
think
just
of off the top of
looking
my
up
head.
a random celeb in the middle of the video. Okay. Oh, also Mitchell Musso. I forgot about that till I rewatched Hannah Montana.
I wasn't a Mitchell Musso girl.
I was.
No.
I don't know why.
I like Jake Green.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's true.
I have two answers for this.
So
One-
Miley Cyrus. Oh, no, not Miley. Well, Miley Cyrus now, yes. But also, I didn't realize it as a kid, but I know now. Emily Osment. I feel like
What
that'll
is
come
the
up.
hottest accent to have? I have two.
You just...
Italian. Yes. And Australian. Those are my two favorite accents ever.
I love Australian, but also this is gonna be so American of me. But I really like Southern accents too.
They're nice.
Not like super like heavy Southern accents, cause that trauma. Hello, but like like a twang.
Yeah. Those are nice.
I love
I
it.
will agree, those are nice.
I
Some
love
country singers have that nice.
Don't,
Southern
I'm just
accent.
gonna. I can't. I'm just gonna. Yep. What is your favorite thing to eat for breakfast?
I don't eat breakfast. But if I did, It's what my snack is in the middle of the day, Cheerios.
Pancakes.
All right.
If we're talking breakfast foods, pancakes.
Which of your friends do you think would be the best at an eating contest? We're not going to talk about how I just ate a Big Mac in 30 seconds.
I don't understand.
I went to the bathroom and she hadn't even started, and I came back and she was done.
I had 4 nuggets. 4.
So basically, out of the 3 of us, yes, but I have another friend, and the friend is actually my boyfriend.
Have you met any celebrities? Who and where?
Too many. Too many.
We
say
can
your best
summarize.
experience. Say your best.
Should I say the
Experience.
iconic one?
Maybe.
What was the iconic one?
The one with the face.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes,
Face.
please.
Okay, you're never gonna see this video. It's never gonna hit the internet. You can mark my words. No one is ever gonna see this video ever. But it in
God.
2019, all of us met the driver era, aka R5, and Ross Lynch. I forgot to say Ross Lynch for celebrity crushes. Wow, that was stupid. Yeah, Ross Lynch, and we met him, and
Nice guy.
love him to death.
Yeah,
love
nice
all
guy.
of them. So we met him, and I decided to take a Snapchat video of him talking to somebody else to send to my friend, and then flip it around to my face. And I'm really excited, and it's literally the worst video of me I've ever seen in my life.
Love it.
They are obsessed with it. It's probably their favorite thing that I've ever done in my life. So, yeah, we met him. I've also met... Why am I blanking? I met Austin Mahone when I was 13. We've met all of the Lynches a couple times. We met Jonah and Corbin and Daniel from Why Don't We?
We met Jesse McCartney.
Yeah, we met Jesse McCartney.
Best family.
I have a list of all the people that I've met.
Yeah, I do too, but I'm forgetting some now.
Yeah.
Oh, we've met, or at least I have. No, I think most of us have. We've met a couple of the guys from State Champs.
Yes.
I've met Colin from Grayscale a couple times.
Public the band. Actually, Kelly and I are friends with Public the band. So.
Who else?
I will say, I'm going to save my Met celebrity story because we actually have a whole episode on this man.
Yeah.
And it's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's good. Just think of it as neutral. Just think of it as neutral. The reason why we're talking about it is because I feel like it happens a lot and people don't really talk about it. I don't necessarily like the situation, but that doesn't mean somebody else wouldn't.
Yeah.
So it's literally like whatever you think about it.
Yeah.
You could think I'm lucky, you could think I'm unlucky, whatever. I don't care. There will be also another story before that one about a bad experience that happened recently. And this wasn't even the person who was giving the performances show. It was somebody who was working on their team. That was just a complete asshat.
Who else? I feel like I'm forgetting people.
I said Public the band.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Oh, we met Adley. We've met Ramon Urias. Orias, sorry.
Thank you.
We met Taryn Vabra. Who else?
Heston Kierstad.
Heston Kierstad. Cedric Mullins.
I didn't meet him.
Huh?
I didn't meet him.
We didn't meet Cedric.
He was there.
We met Brandon Hyde.
Oh, I did. I met Cedric with Hannah.
We had gone to pick up Kelly when Cedric was down there.
I know. I mean, when he was at the bar before.
Okay.
Who else?
Brandon Hyde, Melanie, and Brent Hollander from the announcers
From
of the
Madison.
games.
Who else
There was who's that other? Kobe Mayo.
Oh yeah, we met Kobe.
Um,
And then when I was with, actually no, we were all there. Cole Irvin, Tyler Wells. Who else was there? Dylan
James
Tate,
McCann.
James McCann.
We didn't meet Wells.
Well, we didn't meet Wells because we didn't go to El Guapo. That's,
Yeah.
Yeah, because we weren't feeling well.
Ryan McKenna. I don't know. We've met a lot of people.
I was just gonna leave it at the beginning because it would be way too long.
Yeah, if we keep going, then we'll think of more. But we've met a lot of people.
Yeah, like there was a lot. What was the worst haircut or hairstyle you ever had? I mean, maybe my freshman year, but that wasn't even that bad.
No.
Like, I don't really...
There wasn't really anything too crazy.
I don't really do a lot to my hair, so it doesn't really...
I'm the one that does a lot to my hair. Probably... And it wasn't the worst. I liked it when I had it, but I cut my hair really, really short. Like, literally all of this, my entire ponytail was cut off, and I had really, really short hair for a year in high school. And I don't regret it necessarily, but that was probably the worst. Either that or when I try to let my bangs grow out, like I don't look the same without bangs. So, probably that. If your friend group was going on vacation, where would you want to go? We've talked about this, but I feel like Florida. Florida's a common...
If I could choose one, I would say Norway because I have family there that I've never met. Mm-hmm. And I would like to meet them. That's my answer. Cause that's basically the only
I just
place
know
I'm
as a
thinking
group
about.
of 3 of us, we've talked about Florida a couple times, but...
What was the last show you binge watched? I binge watched Cobra Kai because the first part of the new season came out, but because it's just the first part, I'm gonna wait till the second part comes out in November to watch both parts together.
Mine was Hawaii Five-0, and I'm still watching it currently. Do you sing in the car? What about the shower? Yes, I sing in both.
Yes.
Not all the time, but yes, I do.
I sing in both, not when I'm with my dad in the car, but I have before, but it's weird because I know he's listening. And in the shower I do, but only when I'm home alone.
Yeah, usually when I'm home alone.
Do you prefer to text, call, or video chat? I prefer video chat.
Yeah, me too.
I like to see people.
Me too.
Yeah,
So did my dad. Fun story about my dad. Everybody thinks this is hilarious. Once my dad found out that FaceTime was a feature that you could have on your phone, he literally never called me any other way, no matter what was happening. We could be at a concert, or I could be in the middle of class, or doing pretty much literally anything, and the connection would be awful, and I wouldn't have service, but he would still be like, why can't I see your face, Pop? Because you called me on FaceTime, and I don't have a good Wi-Fi connection.
The best thing is your dad did almost all the time we were hanging out.
Like, yeah.
You were trying to send me Babylon, and he called 3 times. And I don't know why he called you 3 times, but it was like 5 seconds long each time he called until the last time when he finally figured out what he wanted to say.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, my dad has some lore, to say the least. We love my dad. Oh, God. If you could have any exotic animal as a pet, which would you want and why?
Elephant.
I want a capybara. No, an otter. That's a lie. I
want an elephant because it can trample my enemies. And also, elephants are so friendly. They're so nice.
I want otters because they're cute.
I kind of want a platypus, but like... No, you know what I want? You know what I want? A hammerhead shark. That's what I want.
Shark.
We can't.
I know, but I want one.
I want a hammerhead. Also, my boyfriend wants a penguin, so, you know,
What if we just, like, get an aquarium? You know what?
How can we buy an aquarium?
I don't know.
Wait, it's my turn.
It's your turn. Sorry.
What is your favorite bar to go to? Can I pull a different one? We don't go to bars.
I have one.
Well, yeah, but...
Pickles. And adjacent section 771.
We don't go to drink, so I was going to pull another one, because we don't really drink.
I do a little bit now, but not very much. I do the most out of all of us.
What was the first cell phone you ever had? Okay, that's an Android, and it sucked ass.
AT&T GoFund, that's the first one.
Mine
I
was
know,
like
but I
it's a
just meant
phone,
like an
though.
actual
It's a
like.
phone.
I know it was an AT&T Go phone, but I don't really count that because it wasn't like an actual fully
Mine
functional.
was, I think it was like a Motorola flip phone. I'm not sure what kind it was, but it wasn't the
Okay.
one that you can slide up that has the keyboard, like that had a full keyboard. Oh, my best friend had one of them,
Okay,
and in the
fine.
color I wanted.
Mine
but
was an
anyway.
AT&T Go phone.
But my first, if we're talking smartphone, my first smartphone was an iPhone 4.
That's what I was going for, but it said cell phone.
Oh,
so.
well. Have you ever had a ghost encounter?
Many. I saw a man in the shrine once.
Mm-hmm.
I heard a woman screaming one morning. And she kept screaming and I did not know how to help her. That probably makes no sense to you, what I just said. I've seen my mom sometimes in my room at 3 a.m. It's a lot.
Yeah, maybe we'll do a whole episode
I've
on that too.
heard more ghosts than I've seen. I also, you'll hear this in the story about the 5-part dating that guy. I've had more encounters with demons.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's the only one famous person actually knows that, but I've had scary encounters with demons.
Who knows that?
It's on his TikTok.
Oh shit! I forgot about
knows
that. Yeah, he does know that.
Yeah,
That's
we don't
unfortunate.
like him. He's canceled.
Yeah, we don't like
but
him anymore.
anyway, yeah. So
Shout out Matt Ryan.
So, yeah, but, yeah, I can make a video about me being a psychic and all the ghost stuff if you want to hear it, which you probably do because ghost stuff is very...
It's interesting.
I'll add it to the list anyway. Someone will find interest in it.
Yeah.
Somewhere. Oh, Lord. Have you ever butt dialed anyone and left a message?
Probably.
No. But
Oh.
my dad consistently sometimes butt dials me and doesn't realize he does. So I'm hearing him start up the car and driving. So
Oh god.
he's a great time. Everyone would love my dad if they met him.
What was your first car, or what would you like your first car to be? My first car, the first one I drove was my dad's, and it was a Honda, not a CRV, but it was just like a 4-door Honda. But my first car that I bought myself is the one that I have now. It's a 2018 Toyota RAV4.
I would like it to be a 1994 Chevy Blazer, but since it can't be a 1994 Chevy Blazer, I am going to steal the new car that my dad bought.
Yeah.
Because that's the car I want, because it has amazing leg room in the passenger side. It's like bigger than the leg room in your car. It's amazing. Have you done or would you do a triathlon?
Hell
I
no.
wouldn't be able to.
Hell no.
That would not work.
Hard pass. I would rather do pretty much anything else. Where is the strangest place you've fallen asleep?
I have a friend that fell asleep on a roof of a funeral home.
And I do his mom's hair?
Yeah, you do. Other than that,
I was thinking when you fell asleep standing up at work.
Dude, that was terrible. I almost fell over. I didn't need any coffee that morning. I was awake after that.
fell asleep in a chair outside my aunt's house.
I don't know. I don't think I'm very bad at falling asleep, so I don't think I've ever fallen asleep anywhere really weird.
What is your favorite type of cheese? This is a bad question for Kayla.
Oh, mozzarella. That's my favorite.
My favorite type of cheese is American cheese, but I can't have cheddar.
Yeah.
I literally can have every other type of cheese,
We went on a
just
long
not
road to
cheddar.
discover that.
Yeah, it was weird. That's why I have Lactaid
Yeah.
back
And
there.
now I get to be proud because you actually take your life.
Yes, I do.
Oh, good. Thank God. If you had to do a special ops secret mission, who would you choose as your spy partner? What? What did you say? What? Oh, yes!
Yes!
actually, well, I don't know him.
I would
so
choose
him. God, all of my friends are fucking loud. And we would just laugh the whole time, so that wouldn't go well.
Yeah. Why did I say it like that? Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I would probably have my friend. He's an electrician, so if we had to spy electronically, he could figure it out. I'm pretty sure.
What is your favorite movie genre? Horror, all the way.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not a big movie person, but I would probably say like I like documentaries a lot. I don't know if that's boring.
So while we're on the topic of movies, this is one of the best movies made in the 80s. Even though it has fucking Tom Cruise, who I fucking hate.
That's not the movie you're gonna grab.
Please watch it.
Oh,
Please grab it, because it's really good.
And I'm completely separate from all three of them.
Genre-wise,
I can't put it back.
Oh, actually, that's a lie. My favorite genre is like, what genre would you classify Harry Potter as?
Fantasy.
Okay, yeah, I would say probably fantasy. Because I love the Harry Potter movies and superhero movies. I love the Marvel movies. Yeah. What is the grossest thing you've ever eaten? I don't know. I'm picky, so I don't eat a lot of things.
There was something I ate that was nasty, and I can't remember what it was. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
it was nasty, but I can't remember what it was.
It's fine.
Was it one of those like jelly bean things?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't eat jelly beans. I don't like
I've
jelly
never
beans.
done one of
Like
those.
the ones where they made like the Harry Potter jelly beans. Like, did you ever have one of those?
Oh, the Bean Boozled ones?
Yeah. I've done
Yeah,
that.
I thought you had one.
I got
never
grass
did.
clippings.
I never did, but I thought you did.
I got grass clippings. What was your favorite food growing up?
Oh, mine is so specific.
I have 2 mashed potatoes, but the way my dad makes them, only the way my dad makes them. And my grandmother's tuna casserole, with the breadcrumbs on top. Oh, so good.
Okay, my favorite thing of all time, and I don't think it will ever change, it was literally the first like actual food I had as a child that wasn't baby food. And this is about to be so southern of me, but literally my favorite thing on earth is beans and cornbread, and I will eat it every time I possibly can. It's like literally my favorite thing ever. The way that my grandmother makes it, and also I love meatloaf. I'm a big meatloaf
I like
fan.
Bob Evans meatloaf. Then they took it off the menu.
What is the best hangover cure? McDonald's.
I've never been hungover, so I can't
It's
answer
McDonald's. And if you think this.
Oh, we don't have time for Kayla to answer this question. Who is your favorite evil villain? Oh my god. If we're going Disney, which is the easiest one to do, and let's just keep it there, the Evil Queen. Hands down, the most sadistic and amazing. If we go out of Disney, that's too long.
Hold on. I have this very specific one. Hold on.
I only, like, the Evil Queen is the only first one that popped into my head. If we're doing Disney. Oh my god, my allergies.
Oh, here we go. Okay. My favorite is Gellert Grindelwald from Fantastic Beasts.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kayla has too many. Kayla likes the villains.
What is the longest distance you have ever walked or run?
Probably a mile. When I worked at a daycare, it was like... I thought you said from was a mile.
It was a mile. I'm talking about when you walked from Ellicott.
Oh, right. When I walked from Ellicott City back to my house. That was a long walk.
Yeah, no,
Mine was probably a couple miles when I was a kid. We used to go, it was a bike ride, but that's the farthest I've gone. Probably a couple miles.
What was your favorite cartoon or show as a young kid growing up?
Hannah Montana and SpongeBob.
Dragon Ball Z Kai.
I thought it.
Yeah, mine was.
Even though I didn't start from the beginning, I would watch the reruns at like 8 in the morning.
Who is your favorite comedian?
Well,
I don't have one anymore.
I have a couple. I really like, I like Taylor Tomlinson a lot. I really like Eliza Schlesinger, Kevin Hart. Yeah, that's like my top 3.
I used to have one.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah, I used to also like that person, but
Fluffy.
Oh, well, Fluffy's funny.
yeah, Fluffy's funny too.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yes.
Oh. What was the last park you visited? The one at the bottom of my street. Possibly.
Probably. Well, if it's a ballpark, so I guess that doesn't really count.
I haven't really gone to parks that much.
Probably Patterson Park, I would say, is mine. What is your comfort food?
Mashed potatoes.
Mine is probably like any kind of soup. I really like soup when I'm sad or sick.
What is your ideal room temperature?
71.
68.
Wow.
Because the thing is, I can't have it too hot or I'm sweating, but I can't have it too cold. So
Yeah.
I need.
And I also get cold easier than you
I
do.
need 68. That's a good
Do you prefer savory or sweet?
savory.
Savory, yeah.
I have a sweet tooth that actually hurts really bad when something too cold or something like too sweet hits it. Like I can't eat gummy bears because it just hurts my teeth. And if you know me, I love gummy bears and I can't eat them now. Do you have a favorite play or musical? Yes, I do, and it's called The Wedding Singer.
I think I probably have 2. My favorites that I've seen is Legally Blonde and Hamilton. I would say, or my 2. Yeah, those are probably my 2 favorites. What is your favorite podcast?
Do we know them?
Yeah, Do We Know Them? And then I also really like, I like Mile Higher a lot, and the Sesh podcast that they do.
Literally,
I'm a big podcast girl.
I used to be like a big Mile Higher watcher, but then I fell behind and just never thought to catch up. But Do We Know Them is the only one that I've been able to keep up with.
Yeah, I love Do We Know Them. Shout out Jesse and Emily now that you're watching this, but hey.
And what is your best fast food restaurant? Oh, what is the best?
What is the best?
That's a,
It depends on my mood.
yeah. I don't have one that like I consistently
For
would
me,
go to.
I consistently go to Chick-fil-A, so I would say Chick-fil-A for me.
I don't consistently go to one, so that's
Yeah.
harder for me because I bop around to so many different ones.
Yeah. What is the most exotic fruit you've ever tried? I have no idea. I don't think I've ever really tried any exotic fruits.
Have I? I mean, does a fig count?
I guess.
Oh, figs were nasty. I hated the fig.
That-
That's the nastiest thing I've ever eaten.
Yeah, there you
Fig.
Because
go.
when we played last time, we got the exotic fruit, and you said, does fig count? And then the next question was, the nastiest food you've ever had? And you were like, a fig!
Fig. Oh, it was so nasty. What's your go-to snack right now? Cheerios?
Mine, right this very second, is regular barbecue Fritos. But sometimes it's also, I don't know if it counts as a snack, but I have it as a snack, is ramen.
That can be a snack.
Yeah.
I have to eat like 2 to be full. So, you can bend the card, I don't care.
This is the last one on the icebreaker thing. What is your favorite place to get coffee or tea? Starbucks. Yeah, I drank mine, but yeah.
Who did the last one? Oh, you did
Me.
the last one. Okay, so this is the last stack we will do because there are a lot of deeps, but
Yeah, this is just half of the stack. I don't know if I can tell how many is in here, but that's a
you
lot.
get to know these last few things about us.
Oh, excuse me.
Design your dream backyard. What would you want to have in it?
Ooh, I know exactly what mine is.
A fire pit and a pool, probably.
Yeah,
Those would be nice.
I would want an in-ground pool that goes from like 3 feet to like maybe 10 feet, and I would want like a little diving board and a slide for my cousins. And then I think I would want like a little, maybe like a little stone fire pit patio situation. And then maybe like a little garden. Probably. That would probably my, what I would want if I could have anything. If you and your friends made a time capsule to be opened in 10 years, what items would you want to put in it? Oh God. What items would I want to put in?
My senior year journal.
Oh, that's a good one.
Probably past the time of 10 years, because 2028 is 10 years. But yeah, that's what I would have done.
10 years. I really don't know. I mean, maybe my laptop? That'd be good, because that would have stuff that I could look back on. Or, oh, actually, no, you know what? My camera. That would be a good one, my camera. I have a Canon Mark II, fun fact. I'm also into photography, so if you want to know more about photography, let me know.
What's something that you don't get the hype about? Why? Okay, this might be a little controversial, like I said on my TikTok. I don't get the hype about the trend where you hit your hand on the wall and pretend your child hit their head. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's funny. I think it's cruel. And I would never do that to my children. And I don't get why everybody thinks it's funny, because your child is not being dramatic. They're reacting a way a child would, and you are essentially tricking them into thinking they got hurt. Mm-hmm. It's not funny.
Babies cry enough. Why would you want them to cry more?
Yeah, literally.
I would say like mommy bloggers or like mom things, like a child exploitation.
I like Kelly's answer.
What?
Toxic boy moms.
Oh my God, yes, toxic boy moms. Jeez Louise. Also, I don't get the hype around like Bravo, like the Real Housewives, like.
Oh, I don't get the hype around the Stanley Cups.
Yeah, the Stanley Cups. I have one. I got it as a gift from my cousins, and I like it. I mean, it's fine. It's nothing special, so I don't know.
Also, be careful if you do have a Stanley Cup. I heard that lead has been leaking from the actual cup into the water sometimes, so be careful if yours is like falling apart.
Well, I'm glad I have an off-brand one then.
Yeah, me too.
Let's see. Describe your ideal retirement plan.
Having enough money to retire.
Yeah, that's literally it.
That's mine.
That's my only.
That's it. That's it. You know. Do you currently owe any favors to anyone? Did I ever? No. Yes. Okay. So one to my sister. But other than that, nobody else. There are some people that owe me favors, but I don't owe anybody any favors.
I don't think I do. If I do, I don't remember. Have you ever had, or do you have a frenemy?
Oh, I have so many.
Well, I guess he's kind of a frenemy right now.
Oh, ow.
Until we get our shit figured out. He's kind of a frenemy.
I have so many. We're going to be...
Yeah, we're not going to get into it, but I don't really know how to answer that question.
Mine will probably show up in a couple of the next stories that we tell after the first one. Because the first one, yes, is one. But the others, there will be one that starts with an M that will show up constantly.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Okay. 3-letter word.
Yes.
Okay.
Who is the most intelligent person you know and why? I have 2 answers. One is my dad, like I said about the trivia thing earlier, and Kelly.
What's that?
Who is the most intelligent person you know and why? And Kelly is because she reads a lot, so she learns a lot, but also her boyfriend, because he just knows the most random stuff. My boyfriend knows a lot about space and physics. That's his thing.
See, he knows the really smart science.
Yeah, he's really smart.
I have no idea. The most intelligent person. I would honestly, this will make sense when I say it out loud. Probably my dad.
Yeah.
My dad and my mom, I would say, are the smartest.
Also, my cousin wrote a book. I will link down below where you can buy it. Please go buy it, especially if you're religious, because it'll only really interest you if you're religious.
Yeah.
So, you know, because that's what he got a doctorate in. I think I read that one.
Yeah,
I think it's your turn.
Okay. If you could switch places for the day with one of your friends, who would you choose and why? I have one.
I would switch places.
I actually don't know what your answer's going to be.
If I could go back to high school, I would switch places with a man I knew. Well, not a man, a boy I knew. And his name is one letter. And
that's not who I thought you were going to say.
I would want to know what was going through his head and what he was thinking, because I have tried, and it's like the Edward to Bella. He was like a brick wall. I could read all these other people, and I just could not understand him for the life of me. If something broke in your home, are you more likely to call someone for repairs or try to fix it yourself? I would call someone, but not like a company. I would call someone who knows how to do it, because I don't want to pay money.
Yeah.
But
I'd probably call my uncle.
But if I was my dad, I would try to do it myself.
Yeah. I would call my uncle first, and then if he thought that I could fix it myself, I would fix it myself.
Yeah.
Because he works in construction, so.
Yeah.
Have you ever stolen anything? What and when?
Kelly did by accident.
Yeah, she did by one time.
Twice by accident.
But it's two separate things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I accidentally stole aluminum foil one time from Walmart, but that's it that I can think of.
Did I steal anything? I can't remember if I did. Maybe I'm a good noodle. I can't think of anything I've stolen. I guess I didn't steal anything.
What TV show friend group is most like yours?
I think I said this before, and it makes no sense unless you've watched the show, but I have actually two. So I have iCarly.
Oh, yeah.
But I also have Degrassi. And what I mean by Degrassi was it was the characters Maya, Tori, and Tristan. And everybody's kind of like a different vibe in that group, but it fits. And I mean, you know, obviously they're not exactly like the characters, but there are moments where we do act like that friend group. So
Yeah.
that's why
I would say iCarly. That's probably the closest one I can think of. What's something you still call your mom and ask about? Pretty much everything.
My mom's dead, but just to go out there. But I still call my dad to ask about pretty much everything.
Yeah, I tell my mom pretty much everything.
Does your family have any cool heirlooms?
Nope.
No. Wait.
I'm thinking.
My mom's wedding dress, maybe?
I'm thinking.
I don't think I have anything else.
If my family has one, I don't know about it. So no.
Excuse me.
I'm just thinking. I'm trying to think if there's anything that
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, never mind.
Oh. Okay.
Is my turn?
Yeah.
What is the best school trip you've ever been on?
I have the worst school trip I've ever been on. Okay, I say the best is when we went to the Babe Ruth Museum
Oh yeah, that was cool.
in the city. I would say the worst I've ever been on is North Bay. That was the worst.
Yeah, North
school
Bay
trip.
sucked.
I almost drowned.
Thanks for not drowning.
Oh, you're welcome.
I would say probably Camden Yards was really cool when I was a kid. Or like the Industrial Museum, I think it was downtown. Yeah, that was really cool.
I remember that one.
Yeah, and I think we went to Port Discovery too, so those were all fun.
Describe the best birthday celebration you've had. I don't have a lot of birthday celebrations, but I do remember a funny story from one. I was at a bowling alley, if you remember that, and my cousins, right? And they made him put on the most girliest birthday hat that I had. I don't know if it was Hello Kitty or what, but it was something, and his mom made him put it on.
Oh, that's funny. Also, I don't really have any good stories, really. So, have you ever been in close proximity to a dangerous wild animal? Which one and where? Does the zoo count?
Not really.
Okay, then
That's
no.
like,
Oh,
Yeah.
actually, wait. Yes, that's a lie. I have been. When I was on a hike in Deep Creek with my cousins, I didn't see it, but apparently we kind of got separated, and it became, instead of one group of us, it became two groups, and my cousin was a little bit ahead of me, and she saw 3 black bears. And then my mom and my other cousin also saw another separate black bear that same day.
Also, good thing to know, you want to run into a black bear over a grizzly bear, because a black bear, you just have to make a lot of noise.
Yeah.
And they'll run away.
Yeah.
And I love black bears. They're so cute.
Also, that was the first time I ever had a panic attack in my life. Fun
Oh.
fact. Yes.
Who was the most fun drunk from the group? We don't really get drunk. I guess it would be
Me.
you by default.
oh,
But Kelly's
been drunk. But
a talkative tipsy.
Talk a lot.
Yeah,
I
Don't stop.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
I talk a lot too.
My brain,
Every single day.
my brain is too anxious to get drunk.
Yeah, me
It
too.
won't
That's
let
why I
me get to that
That's why I
point.
don't
Uh,
do it enough.
I by default me. So
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
me. Which one of our friends do you think would accidentally join a cult? Okay, you know what? You're probably not wrong. That's the worst part. You're
I'm a
probably not wrong.
psychology major. I can't.
Yeah. That's,
I know. I can read
Yeah.
people like a book.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
He would find it. He'd join it on purpose.
He would.
Yeah, he would.
Yes, he
He'd be like,
would.
"Ooh, this
He
is
would.
a cult.
Not accidentally.
Yeah,
he
he's like,
would.
Ooh, this is a cult. I'm gonna join on purpose.
He's like, I know it would be a fighting bears cult. That's
Yeah.
exactly what it would
He
be.
wants to, oh, remember that thing where like Ohio or Oklahoma, it's illegal to wrestle a bear?
Yes, he needs to live there. He wants to wrestle a bear with bear traps,
I'm
but
just-
that's cheating.
I'm just not even gonna.
Anyway,
I'm just gonna leave that where it is.
what is the
That's
best?
all you can do at that
What is the
point.
best vacation you've ever been on? I would say when I went to California those 2 times.
Mm,
That's the only vacation I've been on.
Not
Really? Well, that I remember.
true.
I don't remember going to Disney World.
I would say probably. I was gonna say my favorite was probably Disney World. Or just like my cousins live in Florida, so when we go to see them, it's always really great. But yeah, best one was probably Disney. What is the best birthday gift you've ever received? Tickets to see Hamilton live when I was 20.
Oh, I know what it is.
Yeah.
Shawn Mendes
Yep.
tickets. Literally second row from the catwalk.
Yep.
So excited.
What was
Me
the best
too.
art project you ever made? I don't make art.
Oh, mine. I
Only
literally
time.
this always comes to mind, and I haven't seen it since I did it because my freaking school lost it.
Ooh.
But I did a self-portrait in oil paint in my junior year of high school, and that is to this day my favorite art project I've literally ever done.
That is in the yearbook.
Yeah, I know it's in
Yeah.
the yearbook.
Oh,
yeah,
oh.
it's in the. I just don't have the actual copy
Okay.
one.
Okay.
Yeah, my favorite one. That's my favorite thing I've ever done. It took me a really long time, and I'm really, really proud of it. Physically, yeah, that's probably my favorite one. Photography-wise, probably the Orioles photo shoot that I did. That wasn't really a project, but I did it. just for myself. It's probably my second favorite.
I'm splitting up 5 cards left because my camera is flashing dead battery.
Yeah,
so we're gonna end on these last 5 cards. I gave her 5 cards, gave me 5 cards, and she reads the next one from her small pile because I read the last one.
Oh.
So
I just answered the last one.
if you could travel back in time, what time period would you like to explore and why? The 20s.
Ooh.
Because I
the
would
1920s.
want to be, I would want to be a flapper back in the 1920s. Apparently one of my whatever my dad said, however many greats it was, grandparent was a flapper.
That's
back
cool.
in the,
I said that's cool.
Yeah, so.
Probably same. I would say 1920s. Have you ever missed a flight at the airport? What happened? No, I have not.
Which of your friends is the biggest scaredy cat? It depends on what you
It depends on what it is.
talk about. If it's horror movies.
Yeah, if it's horror movies,
Because
it's me.
I made Kelly desensitized.
Yeah, if it's horror movies, it's definitely me.
If it's anything else, it's Kelly, but
Yeah. Oh. Have you ever gone or would you go to a psychic medium? If you have been, what did they say? Has it come true? I don't need to go to one because she's right there. So,
Right.
yeah.
It's kind of conflicted because I have a religion that doesn't really believe in it, but then again, my religion says God gives you special talents, so like why would it? If you had $1 million dream home, what kind of rooms would you want to have? A gaming room for my boyfriend because he used to stream on Twitch and get money for it. And my filming room, which because of the place that we live, my filming room would have to be his gaming room, but if we could have separate ones, I'd like that. Rooms for the kids, and then a master bedroom. That'll basically be it. Like that's.
I would want to have a photography room, like so I could have my own like studio.
That's nice.
I would also want a separate art room for like painting and all of that other kind of stuff. A master bedroom with a master bath attached. And a guest room probably. So those like literally aren't $1 million houses, but just
Yeah, you don't need a room.
Yeah, I
just
don't-
to like sit.
yeah, I don't need like 100,000 rooms.
Who was your favorite teacher growing up and why? I will say the name, Miss Berkowitz, because I had her for 2nd and 4th grade, and we're still close to this day, and she was just one of the best teachers I ever had.
Yeah, I have 2. I have 2 from my high school, Mr. Bow and Mr. Early. They literally changed my life when I was in high school, so
Oh, I
definitely
forgot.
them.
Oh, goodbye.
Oh,
Exchange battery. There's no battery. First, I'm gonna say you saw it get cut off. My camera battery said there was no battery, and it doesn't usually do that.
Yeah.
So those were the last few questions. Sorry, but you
yeah.
can see it's night here
it's also
now.
many hours later. I don't
Yeah.
know how long it's been, but it's a couple hours later.
So yeah, we're delusional, but I will let you know the next few topics we're going to talk about because I know people are going to ask those questions. So here's what we're going to do. I already put a check mark thanks to the one we filmed. So toxic friendships, ABUSIVE relationships that I've been in,
Oh, okay.
consent, that famous people story too.
Yeah, the one we mentioned earlier.
One horrible, one neutral. Senior year, two men. They're like friendship. You'll understand when I tell the stories.
Yeah.
Emo guy story. Kind of a little bit of stalking.
Yeah, that one's fun.
Psychology lesson. We're going to be talking about the different theorists and with the DSM-5 in general. So if you want to hear how I feel about Sigmund Freud, definitely that might be a 3-hour episode. And psychic and ghost stuff with a big focus on demons because I've had more experience with demons than ghosts. So,
as mentioned previously.
just wanted to get that out because I know you guys might be curious about what I meant by we talk about things nobody wants to talk about. That's a introduction.
Yeah.
But to get all that out of the way, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for
Sipping the
tea with us.
Cheers,
you know,
friends.
cheers. This is sweating.
Mine is warm now.
And we hope you like these videos. Obviously, we can only film them when we get together. Any day that we hang out is a day we're gonna film.
Yep.
Because honestly, we don't see each other as much as we used to.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate part of being an adult.
It's called having a job and making the
fun out
bread.
here.
I barely make any bread.
Yeah,
but
no,
the point
same.
is, once I work more days, I'll make more bread.
Yep.
So, that's all good.
Also, if you have any other things that you want us to cover, leave topics in the comments.
Yes, and
Please.
at the end of these videos, we'll be putting our social media down below. I'll also be putting my main channel, Kayla's Advice, if you want to go over there, or if you came from there, hi. I know one certain guy will come over from there. How you doing? But yeah, I'm so excited to see all of you, and I hope that these videos can help. They're supposed to help. Except if they're the psychology ones, which is literally just me learning you a thing.
Yeah.
So, I hope you guys enjoy. If you want her to also talk about the marketing pyramid scheme she mentioned earlier, she can educate you on that.
Yep.
That's something that I can't talk about at all.
Yeah, so if you have any specific questions about any of that kind of any of that kind of stuff, you can message me on my Instagram or my Twitter, or leave it in the comments below if you want me to make a whole video about it and highlight some of your questions and stuff.
And we may make a video about it.
Yeah,
anyway.
we might. Who knows?
But we have a whole list of ideas, so let's get through those first, and then we'll find out
keep going.
more. We can even do a Q&A if that's what you guys are interested in to get to know us more. But this was a game that basically you got to know us.
Yeah.
So, excuse me. So, I will, see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.